Hey, how's it going? It is your muscle building coach, Lee Hayward, back again with another Ask Lee video Q&A. And today's question was sent in through the Total Fitness Bodybuilding app by Nemaja. I might be butchering your name. I know I am, but anyway, the question is, thanks for all your videos. There's just one thing about bodybuilding nutrition that I don't get. I finally started counting my macros, but do I count the fat from meat into my macros? Do I count the protein from carbohydrates into my macros, and so on? This is a good question. When it comes to counting your macros, you got to count it all. So even if you're eating a quote-unquote protein food, like meat, fish, eggs, dairy, there's other macronutrients in that food. There's going to be some fat. Some cases there might be carbohydrates, especially in the case of dairy products, but you need to count it all. So if the food you're eating doesn't have a nutritional label, you're going to have to go online or get a calorie counter book or whatever and look up the macronutrients for that food. So in the case of meat, it's going to have primarily protein, but it's also going to have some fat, and you need to count that fat into your macros. When it comes to your carbohydrate foods, like oatmeal, pasta, potatoes, rice, bread, whatever, when you look at the macronutrients, yes, it's primarily carbohydrates, but there's going to be small amounts of protein. In many cases, there's going to be small amounts of fat in there as well, and you need to factor in everything. You need to count it all. So there's very few foods out there that are pure one macronutrient foods. Obviously, like sugar is going to be pure carbohydrates, or oil is going to be pure fat. But for the most part, foods are going to have a combination of different macros. Again, meat products are going to be protein and fat. All your starches are going to be carbohydrates, protein, and trace amounts of fat. So you need to count it all. Just don't think that the protein from a carbohydrate food doesn't count, or the fat from a protein food doesn't count, or whatever. It all counts. If you're eating it, it's in your body, it counts. So you need to track all your macronutrients. The tool that I like to use for counting and getting the nutritional information from different foods is CalorieKing.com. They have a searchable database where you can type in any food and it will give you the full list of nutritional information. It'll give you the calories, the protein, carbs, fat, as well as the sodium, the cholesterol, and all that stuff. So it's a great tool. Now there's dozens of other websites that are very similar to this, but CalorieKing.com just happens to be one that I like to use. So again, you can check that out and look up the nutritional information of the food you eat. Like I say, you can use this for when you're eating foods that don't have a nutritional label. Like meat, fish, things like that, vegetables, all these natural unprocessed foods that don't have nutritional labels. You can use a tool like that to look up the macros and track them. So you need to track everything. So there, hopefully that helps to answer your question. If you have any comments or feedback, feel free to post those down in the comment section below. And stay tuned for my next video coming soon. Take care. Over and out.